And I'm timing you out, man. Enough. Well, society pressures men such as Tate to get hair implants. I don't particularly see the big deal. Okay. Tate's entourage is alleged to have pressured one of the models to undergo plastic surgery while she was working as a part of his webcam scheme. The Tate brothers alleged to have paid an unnamed woman to undergo surgery before she eventually fled their suspected trafficking operation. The procedure in Romania cost upwards of 2,500 euros. The model was encouraged by the Tate brothers to get a boob job to be more attractive for the clients, a judicial source told The Sun Online. In a statement to The Sun Online, the Tates said they never told their associates to use pressure or intimidation tactics towards their employees. The woman who Romanian police are treating as a potential victim claims she was forced to work 12-hour shifts with just 5-minute breaks. It is alleged she had also been beaten by one of Tate's so-called angels, Georgiana Nagel. Nagel is alleged to have tortured her by forcing her to raise her arms in the air, causing her immense pain as it stretched out the still healing scars from her boob job. And then she eventually left the Tate operation. Nagel and the other angel, Luana Radu, attempted to make her pay the money for the surgery back. The victim is reported to have filed a complaint with the cops in Voluntari on the outskirts of Bucharest, but cops are alleged to have swept it under the carpet as they wanted to protect Radu, a former policewoman. Romanian internal affairs are now probing the seemingly botched investigation as well. The victim is alleged to have undergone a breast augmentation procedure in October 2021, paid for by the Tates. And a few days later, she's claimed to have decided to quit working for the brothers. She's reported to have gotten into a row with Radu and Nagel, with the latter then slapping her and forcing her to raise her right arm. The duo then allegedly told her she would have to pay the Tates back for the breast implants if she quit. And they then allegedly took her mobile phone and laptop as she fled. She reportedly filed a complaint with the police and the women then the women returned her items, but cops failed to investigate any further. Romanian authorities have launched internal investigation as it believes the complaints against the Tates were filed in 2021 and 2022, but were not pursued. They are still... It's a row, having a row, not a row. Ow. Okay, shut the fuck up. The English language is stupid. And you are stupid as well. For correcting me. Whatever. I don't care. Then there's also the other side, I guess, like something I've seen a lot on you know, the no jumper style. No jumper side of the internet. And I haven't even looked into it further, but I suspect that it's most likely misconstrued given previous information. Given previous information that was misconstrued by Andrew Tate stans. Where is, does anyone have that? It's like, they're claiming that the two victims, some of the two victims were colluding. Oh, Rap House TV has it. Let's go. And the only people that have talked about this, exclusive wiretaps reveal that Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate were allegedly framed by their victims. Now, what I find particularly interesting about this is that the exclusive wiretaps are only covered by Rap House TV, No Jumper, and the like. Okay? Like, no serious media outlet has covered this yet. Now, of course, people will say, oh, that's because the Matrix, right? I haven't even looked into the material. But given the DJ Academics, No Jumper, Rap House TV's track record on issues, especially issues that pertain to misogyny, misogynistic people, what they may or may not have done, you know, I don't know if this is going to be the entirety of the situation. Just play it cool, got it, like you don't know. Play dumb. Bear, I'm not going to pull some tears, Eliona. And play dumb, good advice, thank you, babe. We are so good though. We need a fucking Oscar. Let's go. Let's just go play it cool and change my name so it will not start a lol. Got it. Yeah, I told you to be like saying a nice message and that we're hurt or shit like that, and that we do love them but just don't like the situation, so they will not think we are really against them. You know? Wait. They're saying you're colluding, but this can absolutely be read as like two victims of domestic violence, just not letting the responsible party recognize that they're are going to be met with like any kind of fucking accountability or consequences for their actions. I don't get it. Yeah, that's smart. Play the victim. I mean, we are, but like, yeah, act like we still love them and stuff. Haha. I mean, we are. Wait. What? What? Why is it in English? I think this was the two in London. No? Oh, it says April 2022. Wait. What? One day before the first raid. Oh, this isn't an. This is not the English ones. Sorry, this is a WhatsApp conversation between two of their, between two of the other like remaining victims. Do you think he speaks Romanian or something? No. Or wait, are these? Oh. Never mind. This is 11:4. Yeah, this is translated. Andrew Tate stands are claiming that the audio is a deep fake and it's not his voice. Here are audio experts say it's fake. Yeah, I'm sure. Do we know it's November 4, April 11th? Wait, no. No, it's April. See? Yeah, I think it is April. I'm sure a lot of the girls was brought to Romania, so being English doesn't matter. Yeah, it's April 10th and 11th. What are we covering? This is new unearthed court documents, I guess. Which is, something that you can very easily, if you don't show the entirety of the conversation, something you can easily spread misinformation with. And even when they're talking, it doesn't imply the things that they're claiming it implies. And they're just like massaging the narrative to claim that Andrew Tate is being framed when it's not just two people. The irony, of course, is that the people that do this kind of thing are so stupid because like they still literally say framed by their victims. Like they're too stupid to do propaganda better. You shouldn't be calling them fucking victims then, idiot. You should call them false victims. Faking victimhood, dumbass. If you say they're allegedly framed by their victims, you still are literally calling them victims. There's a second paperwork. I want to see the other one. Yeah, just say accusers, dude. Framed by accusers. But of course, they also have to say allegedly framed by their victims now because they probably don't want to get hit with like defamation or something. Anyway. When they say they deserve an Oscar, that is not because they deserve an Oscar, or at least nothing here implies that they claim to deserve an Oscar for lying to the authorities and everything to everything. Like this is not about lying to the authorities. This is about lying to Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, who they still very much call abusers in this situation. Yeah. But I don't think they understand that. Or even if they do understand that, I'm pretty sure they're just like making it seem like that's not the case. Yeah, they're looking for anything and everything. Look, I just want more information to come out. And I think it is a human rights violation what they're doing to Andrew Tate. I'll come out and say it. Like, all things considered, the fact that they won't let him shave his fucking head. I mean, dude, come on. Actually, like, you know, I'm a disability advocate, as you guys know. I'm a disability activist, as you guys know. And one of the things that I obviously consider a disability is the follically challenged community. And I think it's vile that this follically challenged man is being forced to fucking grow his hair out like this, or rather, lack thereof. And it's pretty fucked up that they won't let him cut it. Oh, free the Tates. The alleged victims, wiretaps exposed and set up lies. Wow, this is disturbing. They should be locked up immediately and exposed. Free the brothers now. He only highlights the corruption in this case. For sure, we have to. I'm dying inside. Let's email Netflix ASAP, Hulu, Amazon Prime. Emma Gaby, when talking to her family, look, I know I don't believe I can handle this, but I can. I'm not so concerned. Tristan doesn't really care if I leave going because we've made the brothers believe we are in love. They think we will run back. My main concern are coming from things some girls are saying. A lot to explain, but we will be out there. But we will be out of here fine. I don't think they care much if we will leave anyway, which is why I feel okay. I will make the call, do the right thing in the situation. Right now, we both want to be in London. I listen to the voice message, go to London, but why have all the American embassy on alert? You're causing a major upheaval because the Marines and all American squad is going to go now. Fuck it, Emma, fuck it. Wait, why are they saying that this is framing? They're literally trying to like, this openly implies that like these people were fearful of their safety, but like they got some level of assurance that they would still be fine because they were lying to the brothers to make it seem as though they were still in love with them. You know, you called, I didn't, Mom, I want to leave London. You called, that on you. Tell them to come Tuesday when we leave. Then they can see everything. Bear, look, if you stop me from going to London, expect me to disappear. I want to go to London. How dare you put me in danger like that? You called, not me. Go to hell, Emma. With your arrogance and ignorance and bullshit. Go whoop land or Bangkok or Bora Bora. Who is stopping you? The whole American embassy is on alert. Shame on you. That's your fault. Thanks. Okay. You are, and then we saw this already. We just read it. Like, you're a good actress. All the timestamps and the messages you read are exactly the same. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's probably from the same area. Guys. I don't know. Just because you're afraid of something doesn't mean you can lie is a really funny thing that you just said. But like, if you know anything about domestic situations where domestic abuse is happening or domestic violence is happening, victims oftentimes lie to their fucking perpetrator for preservation. What the fuck are you talking about? None of this indicates that they were like lying to the police. They only talk about how they're lying to the Tate brothers, and they openly mention why they're lying to the Tate brothers. What the fuck? Dude, there are dudes in the chat going, they lied to the Tate brothers and made it seem like they still love them. That's illegal. That's like worse than the sex trafficking, I think. What the fuck? Same people talking about lying are the same people who think it's easy for women to walk away from domestic violence. I don't know if this is a court document or not. I don't know where they got this from. But even if this was massaged to make it seem even worse than it actually is, it's pretty funny because like this literally doesn't show the thing they think it shows. You only believe this if you've never understood like how domestic violence occurs, how victims of domestic violence behave, and how they try to get out of these situations. This just reads like two people that are victim to domestic violence and domestic abuse. And they're talking to one another in their effort to get away. So I don't understand why people look at this and go, that's manipulation. They lied to the guys. Yeah. This is from Spy News. Looks like Romanian British TMZ. I mean, I don't care. It could be real. It could be fake. But it's even funnier if it's fucking fake. Because even the fucking fake documents they put forward doesn't create the narrative they think it creates for at least adults. Hey, up Hasan. Here you brought a $2 million house on like Champers and Ortolan, eh? Scousers don't like Tories like you flashing your cars. We're hardworking people. We don't need you around here. Jog on. So you can take your fancy words and your fancy ideas and shove them right up your arse. We're done with being pushed around. We're done with being treated like we don't matter. It's time for a change, and we're going to make sure it happens whether you like it or not. Listen here, Mog. I'm bloody sick and tired of your fancy talk and your Brexits and your guns and all your bollocks. You're so far up your own arse, you couldn't see the bloody light of day if it smacked you in the face. And don't even get me started on your Dozerac ramen noodles, mate. I wouldn't feed that shite to my worst enemy. What? What the fuck's he saying? Why did he say I eat ortolan? It's got to be a meme because he said ortolan, so obviously that's a meme, right? God, Tate's ex speaking about this. I mean, dude, they're trying to fucking hit it from every avenue they can. It doesn't matter. The investigation will be concluded. They'll release the information, and we can make a better assessment going forward after that. My judgment on the situation pertains to what Andrew Tate has said, words he has chosen to use, what he has admitted to, and that's it. The idea that like these messages show that they were planning to frame the Tates is kind of stupid. U.S. woman arrived in Romania. They called the U.S. embassy to frame the Tates. Her mom, go to hell, Emma, with your arrogance and ignorance and bullshit. Go to Whoop Whoop Land or Bangkok or Bora Bora. Who's stopping you? The whole American embassy is on alert because of you. What the fuck? So this was pre-planned. Yeah. I mean, this guy did a better job at least. Suleyman Ahmet, investigative journalist. He's doing a better job reframing it because he's like feeding you the what you're supposed to think about each line instead. The other guys have not done such a good job. The other accounts that were like saying like, oh, these victims are lying or whatever, they didn't do such a good job. This is doing a little bit better. It's adding context that's probably not true. It literally doesn't make sense. Why the fuck would they pre-plan to escape from their traffickers? Like, that makes no sense. They're like, hey, we hate these guys. We're terrified of them. It's obvious. That's why we're lying to them about being in love with them. Okay? But also, you know, that level of deception is a necessity to what? Frame them? They're like, hey, we're going to get trafficked as a joke, as a meme, just so we can frame these guys. You're dumb. I'm sorry. Bro, don't apologize. Like, own it. You know what I mean? That complete autonomy, they could leave. She states that she says that the Tates, believing they love them, use love to say Tristan doesn't really care if I leave. They think we will run back. Yeah. I don't think this guy understands what this implies here. Like, they're saying, I'm fearful, but I think I've made a convincing enough job to make my kidnappers basically convinced that I love them so much that I won't actually escape. But then they plan their Oscar-winning performance 2 days before the raid. You were such a good at practice. I practiced play dumb. I'm going to pull some tears out. Then one day before the raid, they say, we need an Oscar, but also plan the whole lover boy. Yeah, they're saying they needed an Oscar for their performance to create a false sense of security within the fucking people that they believe have kidnapped them at this point. Not once do they mention that they need an Oscar for their performance lying to the police, as this is like trying to make it seem. I said fearful, not spherical. I accidentally said the S thing in front of it. Are you still holding on to that? Really? It was like 4 minutes ago, man. Fucking Christ, dude. I just clipped you saying spherical. You are fucked. Get ready to be canceled. Thank you. And what's the goal? Well, it's to get a movie written about them. Hollywood, sign these girls up. We are writing a movie ASAP. Let's email Netflix ASAP, Hulu, Amazon Prime. I have verified the authenticity of these messages. They are real. The timestamp issue was due to a glitch download issue. If these were doctored, then fake times would have been created to stop any contentions. But it was important that no one changed the original document. To recap, the girls brainwash the Tates into thinking they love them. Seems like it's a skill issue then, isn't it? Are you telling me that my goats, my kings, the Tate brothers, were so weak and humiliated that they were brainwashed by women, by bitches? I thought no bitch has enough processing power to be able to brainwash and manipulate a man. Especially not just any man, but the top G. This is so dumb. Look. The hilarity of this comes from all of the people that will respond to this in the way that Andrew Tate would want them to respond to are so fucking stupid and so misogynistic that they don't even understand anything outside of women be trifling, okay? That's it. So, of course, there are hundreds of thousands of people that will look to this article and go, oh, these women are lying and manipulative, which is so much worse. Like, lying to your abuser in an abusive situation to get out of that abusive situation is worse than the actual abusive situation that your abuser put you in. You know? That's it. And, you know, people got to recognize that reality that, like, there are a lot of people who feel this way. But fear not. We have some fun to be had here. Nimesh Patel came out and said about Tucker Carlson's video, by the way, this is nonsense. Comedy's thriving. There was a reason I didn't do Tucker Carlson back in 2018. No one here is a martyr for comedy. Everyone featured in this trailer is selling out theaters and making dollars, myself included. Stop this fake victim bullshit. And we'll talk about the cop that killed himself, too.